Kia ora and welcome back. This time we're going to have a look at the money equation behind these three water reforms. But firstly, a couple of points. Number one thing is to remember there's no status quo here. With the changes that are coming, the cost of Three Waters is going to go up regardless of whether council opts in or opts out of the reforms. And secondly, when it comes decision time, the money equation is a big part of what councillors are going to have to think about, but it's only going to be part of it. So, where do we sit in the money equation? At the start of this year, the government sought information from all the councils in New Zealand on the current state of their Three Waters infrastructure. They used this information to create dashboards for every council in New Zealand. This is the CODC one. When it comes to the money equation, this is the bit of the dashboard we need to focus on. It shows what is estimated the average cost of Three Water services per household is at present, being $1,070 per year. The government then had the Water Industry Commission of Scotland have a look at the work that needed to be done across the country and applied that to Central Otago. Wix has calculated that in 30 years' time, but in today's money, if we opt into the reforms, the average household cost in Central Otago will be $1,640, whereas if we stay on our own, the cost per household will be $7,790. Now, as you can see, there is a very large gap between what Wix thinks the cost for people in 30 years' time in Central Otago will be, dependent on whether we opt in or out. The Wix figures were based on applying some fairly broad assumptions that we will talk about in the next clip, and are making predictions for 30 years' time, which is highly likely to have a high degree of inaccuracy. It's important to know that these figures have been reviewed by a number of different organisations, including consultants working for your council, and while the numbers have certainly been challenged, the general view is that it is going to be more expensive into the future if we remain on our own as opposed to whether we opt in. The question is, by how much? And that's what we'll be looking at next time. Thanks for sticking with it.